You are on the streets, eyes scanning, heart racing. You are waiting, not just for any moment, but for the moment. The one shot that will make your day. The frame that tells a story in a single click. And then there it is. Perfect, fleeting moment. Your hands move on instinct. You reach out for your camera, power it on, but instead of capturing the shot, you're stuck. Fingers fumbling through your settings, dial spinning, seconds slipping, and just like that, it's gone, vanished. You've probably found yourself in situations where every second counts. And while being fast and responsive on the street is crucial, knowing your camera inside out is also important. This is my daily shooter, and I've spent so much time with this camera that I know it's in and out like the back of my hand. That familiarity not only helps me to get the shot quickly, but also helps me to adapt to different lighting and shooting scenarios on the street. So in this video, I thought why not take you guys through my camera settings and show you how you can capture any shot in the blink of an eye. So let's get started. My camera of choice for street photography is the Ricoh GR3. Now all the settings I would be talking about in this video is very generic, so if you have some other camera with you, please free to watch this video, and some of the settings would be specifically for Ricoh GR3. So let's begin. Now the first thing I want to talk about is this dial. Now you can see U1, U2, U3, these are customizable buttons. Now every camera nowadays has these customizable buttons, and for street shooting I haven't changed any settings in these custom modes, but I have kept different film recipes in U1, U2, U3. Now if you are somebody who wants to load up film recipes, you can choose your desired U1, U2, U3 mode and just put the settings in whatever you want. Then you can go to the menu, go to the customize settings, and there's an option called save setting. Now you can choose different settings, box 1, box 2, box 3. These are U1, U2, U3, and here you can select. I have my own, I'll not change, but that's something which I feel comes quite handy because sometimes I want to shoot a scenario in different field, so that helps me a lot to shift my recipe quickly. Now coming to the main section, which has the shutter speed, aperture, ISO, and every small detail. Now personally, shutter speed is something which I change a lot on the street, and if you see this front toggle, this helps me to shift my shutter speed quite quickly because my thumb is every time at the same place here, so it's easy to just shift my shutter speed on the go. Now in situations where I have my shutter speed maxed out, I choose to go to the front dial of the stop dial, actually top front dial in the Ricoh, which actually changes my aperture. So whenever I'm in a situation where I can't move forward with the shutter speed, I change my aperture. And one thing, if you are doing street photography, I would suggest to fully use the customizable buttons, because features like there are few features in your camera which you want just on the go. So use the customizable buttons and set up your settings in your camera depending upon how you like it. So that is that. ISO, you can click here and change the ISO. I usually keep my ISO around like 300 to 800 depending upon the situation, but the ISO performance on the Ricoh is good till I guess 1250. It's not grainy, you can get some good shots, but above 1250 I don't trust much with this camera, but still if you push the ISO, the grain is very natural, it's not digital, so this might work really nice with you. But usually I keep my ISO up till 1250, but like 300 to 1250 depending on the situation. Now these are all done. Now if you see, there's a 2-meter mark up here on the screen. Now this is let me go to the settings. Let's start with the settings actually. The focus mode I keep is autofocus. I trust this camera's autofocus a lot, and there have been like very few situations where I miss the focus, but most probably every time I get this focus right. So that is autofocus. Face eye detection is on. Assist light is off. Oh man. Snap focus distance. Now this snap focus distance is the distance where you just press the shutter button once and it automatically just focus on the desired distance which you might have chosen. Now here it was 1 meter, so any subject which is right in front of my camera at a distance of 1 meter, the camera will focus on that. But I feel I haven't used this feature a lot because I feel it takes quite some time to get used to it and you have to practice a lot, but I haven't gotten chance with practicing this because I mostly rely on autofocus, which makes my process like quite easy. No issues with that. But if you want to try it, this is a really good feature because if you know how much distance you want your subject, usually you can easily choose it and yeah, do it. Full press snap, that is the feature you want to turn on to snap focus distance. Focus peaking is off. AF settings, usual. Exposure mode M, like I said, I want control of every parameter when I'm clicking a picture, so that's why I keep all my custom modes to M. AI metering is multi-segment. If you don't know about metering, go learn about metering, or I'll comment down below. I'll make some video about explaining you different basic features of a camera, but I usually keep it on multi-segment. That means it takes the exposure and combines it to one which fits the image and tells me. So that is that. ISO setting, manual. Flash mode, there's no flash, but yeah. Program line normal. ND, now the GR3 comes with ND, so I keep it on auto whenever I need it. White balance, auto white balance, these are all settings which you might change depending upon your liking. How you like it, you might change it accordingly. These are all things which I can obviously control with the dial also. Now file format, I keep mostly RAW plus JPEG. I want that extra detail in my image. And one thing on the street I want to talk about is when you're shooting fast enough, like in a scenario where you don't have much time, you don't want to rely on the auto exposure, auto settings. The best way is to go a little underexposed photos and not overexposed photos, because you can easily take out detail from the underexposed photo in Lightroom or Capture One, whatever software you are using, but it's hard to get details from the highlights when your image is overexposed. So I would tell you guys to go a little underexposed when you're on the street. Makes it easy, or if you can crack the lighting at point, that's like the best thing you can do. Aspect ratio 3:2, crop 35mm. I mostly use this camera on 35mm mode, but I have started going with 28mm these days, but I'll figure that out and see how it goes. And these are very basic controls specific to Ricoh. And yeah, that's what my camera setting is all about. Now one thing I want to say is keep your camera setting very simple. Don't go with different opinion on the internet. People saying you have to, there are videos like 1 hour videos where you are like setting up your camera so nicely but not getting the shot. But I feel keep the settings very simple, learn them nicely, learn what suits you better, and then you will get the best shot out of any camera you have. And yeah, these were all my settings from my daily shooter. So that's all for this video. Hope you guys liked it. If you have made it till the end, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to your boy. And one more thing, if you are starting out in photography and want to know every setting in your camera, the only thing is practice every day. Try different shooting modes, try shooting in different scenarios. That will make you explore your camera more and more and make you an expert of that gear. And yeah, that's all for this video. Happy shooting.